Good morning, everyone. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And can you see my screen? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So currently there are total 29 students. Let's wait for a minute for the arrival of remaining students. And up to then, we will brief about what we have studied in our last lecture. So can anyone brief? See, in our last lecture, our half discussion was about unit number 3, and some part, maybe 30% part, was of this fourth unit. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Huh. So please brief what we have studied in last lecture. We have covered total 50 questions with their answers that are frequently asked questions. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Huh.
Yes.
And in addition to those 50 questions, we have seen the most proper or most ideal ways to answer those questions, or they are the possible answers of those questions. And after discussion of those questions, we had moved towards our fourth unit, that is writing practices second. And in that, as you can see on the screen, basically we have seen what a resume is, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? Please answer. Have we seen this concept of resume?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So as we have discussed earlier, a resume is the summary of life and achievements of a candidate or a student. And whatever details are there in a resume, as we have discussed earlier, are personal information, then educational qualifications, extracurricular activities, co-curricular activities, then work experience, your hobbies, references, yes or no, your computer knowledge, and after that, at the end, there is declaration. So actually, we are not moved towards all the elements or that format of resume. And I think we were in the second part or first part, that is personal information. So I'll scroll down so that you will understand where we were actually in our last lecture. Okay. I think we were discussing these personal details, right?
Yes.
Huh. So let me brief about earlier details. We had discussed about the photograph which is there in the right corner, or it may not be there. Okay. And what the logic is behind the use of photograph has already been discussed by us. Okay. Then in the left corner, as you can see on the screen, there is full name of the candidate, then email and contact number, which are the outstanding details of a candidate and which are easily accessible. That's why they are on the top. Okay. Then we had moved towards the career objective. As we have discussed earlier, the way in which specific organization or specific company has specific vision, in the same way, a candidate, a job seeker, a degree holder, okay, also has specific career objective, or he or she, that candidate, tries to achieve something, tries to improve, tries to prove his or her existence in that particular field. And accordingly, we have to design the career objective. Excuse me. So, as we have seen earlier, we should not copy this career objective from other candidates. Okay. Whatever you feel as a person, whatever your own objective is, you have to put it here. And as we have seen earlier, we have to start it with 2 because it is one objective. आणि त्याचा अर्थ कसा आहे तर काहीतरी अचीव करणं आहे की नाही. उद्देश आपण कसे मानतो, हे करणं, ते करणं, हे साध्य करणं, ते साध्य करणं वगैरे. That should be the pattern of your career objective. After that, we had moved towards the next part, that is personal details. So here we have skipped the name, the email address and contact of the candidate. Why? Why have you skipped here? You can say address here, birth date, then languages known, marital status, nationality, but not the name, the contact number and email here. Why? Can you guess? बघा, पर्सनल डिटेल्स मध्ये तुम्हाला ऍड्रेस दिसतोय, बर्थ डेट आहे, लँग्वेजेस नोन आहे, मॅरिटल स्टेटस आहे, नॅशनॅलिटी आहे, किंवा अदर काही अजून पॅरामीटर्स असू शकतात, पॉइंटर्स असू शकतात. पण इथं आपण नाव, कॉन्टॅक्ट नंबर आणि ईमेल स्किप केलेला आहे. का केलेला आहे? काय लॉजिक आहे त्याच्या मागचं? एम आय ऑडिबल टू यू?
Yes, sir.
हा,
Yes.
सांगा ना मग.
ऑलरेडी इथं वरती दिलेलं आहे.
हा, करेक्ट. It has already been given on the top at the left side, and we should avoid the repetition of same information. So as we might have discussed that this address, full postal address is required for correspondence related to your selection. Okay, and we have seen that the postal service is taken to be the most authentic or reliable proof generating mechanism. बघा, सगळ्यात विश्वसनीय पुरावा देण्याचं मेकॅनिझम काय आहे तर ही पोस्टल सर्व्हिस, की ज्याच्यामध्ये प्रत्येक वेळी तुमचं पार्सल, तुमचं लेटर आहे की नाही, स्पीड पोस्ट केलेलं लेटर हे ट्रॅक होत असतं, कुठून सुरुवात झाली, कुणापर्यंत गेलं, कुठेपर्यंत आलं, आहे की नाही. You might have experienced it with reference to some online purchasing. Have you?
Yes, sir.
So same is here. Then there is birth date. So what significance does this birth date carry? Have we discussed? काय महत्व आहे या?
Yes, sir.
हा,
Age.
correct. For calculation of your age, then for judging or guessing your qualification, and the third function is to check if there is any gap in your learning. Are you clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
After that, there is languages known. The third pointer here is languages known. So as we might have discussed in last lecture, we are living in a multicultural and multilinguistic society today. And to have communication with different clients from different countries, different cultures, we need to have knowledge of multiple languages, at least 2 or 3 in case of we people. Okay, the first language which we must know is our mother tongue. Then we should know our national language, and at third place we need to know, or we need to communicate through the international language, that is English. Okay, and after that, the next pointer is marital status. Here you have to put your status of marriage, whether you are single or whether you are married. And I had told some words like single, bachelor and unmarried as the synonymous words, and married is opposite to it. Okay, after that there is nationality, which is obviously Indian in case of we people. Okay, and there might be some more pointers as per the requirement of that company or of that organization. There might be like blood group, your height, maybe your weight, doesn't matter. It might be the requirement of that specific organization. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Then let us go ahead for the actual discussion for this lecture, that is educational qualifications. So whatever qualifications you have achieved till date are put in these columns which are visible on the screen. So here you will find the first column as course or examination. Then second column, board or university, year of passing. The third column is year of passing, then total marks, then marks obtained, your percentage and grade. Here, there might be one more column which is for the name of your school or college. It might be there. And there are two ways of putting your academic qualifications in this table. The first way is to write the qualification from smallest to largest. Or another way is to write that qualification from largest to smallest. So as far as you, as the students or as a student, which is your latest qualification? Latest, I am saying. Or which is the first qualification? Can you tell? Can you guess?
HSC,
HSC is your
first qualification.
latest qualification, we'll say. Okay, latest म्हणजे सध्याच लगेच. आणि first qualification will be SSC. That is 10th standard. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And third qualification might be there, that first year BTech. Are you clear? But the further details will be like pursuing. म्हणजे सध्या सुरू आहे. Still you have not passed. Still you haven't got the grade percentage, but you are pursuing. That can be there. Are you clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
And beyond that, you can add more rows in this table. Here you can see only 2 rows, but you can add more rows as per the requirement, as per your qualification. For example, I will tell you, your first qualification will be SSC, then second will be HSC, then your BTech degree, then maybe MTech, then maybe PhD. Are you clear?
Yes.
So it depends upon to what extent you receive the qualification. Okay, and you have to put all authentic details here. If you put wrong details in the year of passing, then it will show some gap. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
So as we have discussed earlier, we have to take great care whenever we are putting our details in this resume. Okay, now let's go ahead for the third pointer of your resume, that is extracurricular activities. So extracurricular, other than your curriculum, other than your syllabus, there are many activities like swimming competition, running competition, dancing competition, and many other competitions, which are calculated as non-academic activities or activities other than academics. मग आपण कोणत्या ऍक्टिव्हिटी मध्ये कधी पार्टिसिपेट केलं, त्याच्यामध्ये आपण काय अचीव केलं, है की नाही? मे बी फर्स्ट पोझिशन, सेकंड पोझिशन. परत ती ऍक्टिव्हिटी कुठं होल्ड करण्यात आली होती किंवा अरेंज करण्यात आलेली होती, त्याच्यानंतर कधी अरेंज करण्यात आलेली होती किंवा कोणी ऑर्गनाइज केलेली होती, या डिटेल्स तुम्हाला याच्यामध्ये देणं गरजेचं आहे. मग इथे एक सॅम्पल आपण 2 घेतलेले आहेत बघा. यू कॅन सी हिअर 2 सॅम्पल्स. Achieved the second position in dash dash competition, for example running competition held at, for example held at Mumbai or Mumbai University on, after on there will be specific date, and even you can tell about the party or the organization which had organized that event. Are you clear? Organized by using the words organized by, you can add those details. Clear? And it is not just for putting on in this section. It is all about giving the proofs of your participations or achievements. So you need to have the certificates of participation or your winnership. Are you clear? Without certificates, whatever you say will not be accepted. कळतंय? है की नाही?
Yes.
हा, या रिझ्यूम सोबत तुम्हाला ते सगळे सर्टिफिकेट्स जोडायचे आहेत. And on the basis of those certificates, the validity of your resume will be checked. The weight of your resume will be checked. Are you clear? And all these details are verified. Try to understand. So we have to be genuine whenever we are putting all these details. याच्यामध्ये काय अडचण?
No, sir.
हा, अजून एक गोष्ट मी तुम्हाला सांगितली होती की तुम्ही तुमचा रिझ्यूम आत्ता लगेच किंवा आज तयार करून ठेवायचा. लगेच तयार करून ठेवायचा. कशासाठी असं मी म्हटलं होतं की बिकॉज this resume will remind you where you are as far as such activities are concerned, and it will activate you. That resume will activate you to participate in some this or that competition, this or that what we can say activity. Are you clear? म्हणून रिझ्यूम तयार करा, वरचेवर अपडेट करत राहा. आणि जेव्हा अपडेट्स होत नसतील तेव्हा असं समजायचं की आपण कुठेतरी मागे पडत आहोत. आज कदाचित तुम्हाला या सगळ्या गोष्टींचं महत्त्व नसेल, वाटत नसेल, पण जेव्हा ॲक्च्युली आपण बॅटल ग्राउंडला असू, ॲक्च्युअली आपण जॉबच्या शोधामध्ये असू, ॲक्च्युअली इंटरव्ह्यूची वेळ येईल, ॲक्च्युअल सिलेक्शनची वेळ येईल, त्यावेळेस मग या छोट्या छोट्या गोष्टी पण आपल्याला महत्त्वाच्या वाटायला लागतील. त्यासाठी तुम्ही आतापासून ऍक्टिव्ह मोड मध्ये असलं पाहिजे. आर यू क्लिअर?
Yes.
हा, लक्षात घ्या. आफ्टर दॅट देर इज नेक्स्ट पॉइंटर, दॅट इज co-curricular activities. So these activities are related to your curriculum or syllabus. तुमच्या अभ्यासक्रमाशी, तुमच्या कोर्सशी, तुमच्या 4 वर्षाच्या पदवी कोर्सशी रिलेटेड असणारे किंवा आधीच्या कोर्सशी रिलेटेड असणाऱ्या ऍक्टिव्हिटीज आहेत, ज्याच्यामध्ये प्रोजेक्ट कॉम्पिटिशन्स असतील, त्याच्यानंतर पोस्टर प्रेझेंटेशन्स असतील, इवन तुमच्या रांगोळी स्पर्धा वरच्या एक्स्ट्रा करिक्युलर ॲक्टिव्हिटीमध्ये येईल. पण अदर ज्या टेक्निकल क्विज कॉम्पिटिशन्स असतील किंवा प्रोग्रामिंग कॉम्पिटिशन्स असतील, तर या सगळ्या तुमच्या या को करिक्युलर ॲक्टिव्हिटीजमध्ये सहभागी किंवा त्यांचा समावेश होतो. मग त्या पण कशा मांडायच्या? तर सेम पॅटर्न ॲज वी हॅव युज्ड अबव, achieved the first position in dash dash competition. Here the competition, the way, the form of competitions will change as compared to extracurricular activities. That is the only difference. Other details will be the same. Who had organized, where was it organized, and on what date was it organized. So such details are necessary for your full proof presentation through resume. Are you clear?
Yes.
Then let us go ahead for the next pointer, which is very important, which is very appreciated by companies. That is work experience. If you are a fresher, then this pointer will not be there in your resume. Okay, but I'd like to tell you that immediately after completion of your graduation, join any company. Don't think of money, don't think of returns from that company. Just think of work experience, some practical hands-on experience, which is going to bring some skills, some official skills in you, some workplace related skills in you. Are you clear? Because it is the approach of companies that something is better than nothing. तुमच्याकडे काहीच अनुभव नाही, यापेक्षा काहीतरी आहे, 6 महिन्याचा आहे, 3 महिन्याचा आहे की नाही, 1 वर्षाचा आहे, 4 वर्षाचा आहे. It is valued, and your work you have worked, it means that you have total approach, or you have at least understanding of how the organizations run. Are you clear? Your academics is different from the actual workplace. And if you have the experience of workplace, then you are certainly different from other candidates, and which is appreciated by those companies or those organizations. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Then your question might be that how to put our work experience in our resume. So here you can see the sample. I have worked as a or an. मग याच्यानंतर जी ब्लँक स्पेस दिसते तिथं कोणती तरी पोस्ट येईल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, आय हॅव वर्कड ॲज अ ट्रेनी इंजिनियर, आय हॅव वर्कड ॲज अ सॉफ्टवेअर इंजिनियर, आय हॅव वर्कड ॲज अ साईट इंजिनियर. कोणतं डिपेंड्स अपॉन युअर ब्रँच. लक्षात घ्या. In, after in there will be the name of that company where you have worked, or that organization where you have worked. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Then from and to, there you will have to put the starting date and ending date of your work. And in case if you are still working in that organization, then write only from, and after that write till date, from 1st of August 2019 till date. That is one sample. Are you clear? आणि तो जॉब जर तुम्ही लेफ्ट केलेला असेल तर जी लास्ट डेट आहे, द रिलिव्हिंग डेट आहे. बघा, रिलिव्हिंग डेट म्हणजे काय, तर एखाद्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मधून जेव्हा तुम्ही बाहेर पडता तेव्हा तुम्हाला रिलीव्ह केलं जातं त्या ऑर्गनायझेशन कडून. दॅट इज ऑफिशियल प्रोसेस. मग जी कोणती रिलिव्हिंग डेट आहे ती तुम्ही 2 नंतर टाकायची असते. आर यू क्लिअर? इज इट अंडरस्टँडेबल? काहीतरी
Yes.
म्हणा. हा, ओके, ठीक आहे. तर याच्यामध्ये अजून एक गोष्ट तुम्ही मांडू शकताय, ती म्हणजे युअर सॅलरी ड्युरिंग युअर लास्ट जॉब. मग हे कशासाठी? तर त्याचा एक हिडन अर्थ असा आहे की नवीन जॉब करत असताना तुम्हाला एकतर मागे जेवढी मिळत होती तेवढी सॅलरी किंवा त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त सॅलरी अपेक्षित असते. Because everyone is after growth, the way in which that organization is after growth, you as a candidate is supposed to be, or you as the candidate are supposed to be after that growth, and you should never be shy to ask for something more other as compared to your last salary. Are you clear? समजा तुम्हाला मागच्या ऑर्गनायझेशन मध्ये 20,000 मिळत असेल तर तुम्ही नवीन ऑर्गनायझेशन कडून 25,000ची पर मंथ ची अपेक्षा ठेवायला काय हरकत नाहीये. 22,000, 23,000, 21,000 मे बी. आर यू क्लिअर? किंवा ऑर्गनायझेशननी पण हे लक्षात घ्यायचं असतंय, इंटरव्ह्युअर्सने हे लक्षात घ्यायचं असतंय की मागे ज्यांना 20,000 मिळत होती म्हणजे आपण काहीतरी त्यांना जास्त दिलं पाहिजे थोडंफार तरी. तुम्ही कधी भविष्यामध्ये HR वगैरे व्हाल एखाद्या कंपनीमध्ये तर तेव्हा तुम्ही पण हे फॉलो करा की मागे एखाद्या माणसाला ठराविक मिळत होती तर त्याच्यापेक्षा जास्त देण्याचा प्रयत्न आपण केला पाहिजे. That is necessary for the growth of that particular candidate. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
ठीक आहे. So let's go ahead for the next pointer of your resume, that is references. So in those frequently asked questions, we had seen one question. Do you remember that question which was related to references? बघा, तो प्रश्न असा होता की टू whom should we contact for references? बघितला आपण हा प्रश्न.
Yes.
हा.
Yes, sir.
मग हे कशासाठी? त्याच्याबद्दल पण आपण मागे चर्चा केली होती की इट इज फॉर व्हेरीफाईंग युअर रिलायबिलिटी, युअर ऑथेंटिसिटी, युअर ऑनेस्टी, your approach, your personality. Are you clear? So what can be done here? As I had told earlier, do you remember? कोणाचे रेफरन्सेस आपण दिले पाहिजेत, कोणाची नावं, कोणाचे डेजिग्नेशन्स, कोणाचे ऑर्गनायझेशन, कोणाचा कॉन्टॅक्ट नंबर सांगा बघू. कोणाचं देणार?
Teachers.
Correct. Teachers, if you are a fresher.
Sure.
And the higher authorities, your boss, if
We are experienced.
correct, we are experienced, we have work experience, actually. And beyond these things, we have to ensure that the concerned person has positive approach towards us or not. Clear? आपण हे लक्षात घेतलं पाहिजे की ही व्यक्ती आपल्याबद्दल दोन शब्द चांगले सांगेल की नाही. जी व्यक्ती चांगली सांगेल, नक्की चांगली सांगेल, त्याचाच कॉन्टॅक्ट वगैरे द्या तुम्ही. आर यू क्लिअर?
Yes, sir.
So that logic you have to follow here. So here you can see in the bracket, write the names of any two persons with their designations, organizations, and contact numbers. Okay. I hope you have understood this. You can give my name also, but I don't know how you are, all of you are, because I haven't seen you yet. I haven't seen any student from your class yet. But maybe in coming future, we'll come in contact. We'll get to know each other. Okay. Then come to next point, that is computer knowledge or skills, which is the requirement of today's workplace. Can you imagine any workplace without the use of computers?
No.
No, correct. So it is expected that you as the candidate must have knowledge or at least you should be literate. I'm using the word literate about computer. Literate म्हणजे काय? Literate, illiterate?
सुशिक्षित.
सुशिक्षित, साक्षर, करेक्ट. तुम्ही असले पाहिजेत कम्प्युटरच्या बाबतीत. तुम्हाला सगळं कळायला पाहिजे. कमीत कमी MS वर्ड काय आहे, MS एक्सेल काय आहे, MS पॉवर पॉइंट काय आहे, MS पेंट काय आहे की नाही, किंवा एक्सेल मधले कॅल्क्युलेशन्स कसे करायचे, फॉर्म्युले कसे वापरायचे. त्याच्या बियॉन्ड तुमचे प्रोग्रामिंगचे कोर्सेस असतील, लँग्वेजेस असतील आहे की नाही, कोणत्या C++, जावा, पायथॉन जे काय असेल ते सगळं तुम्हाला याच्यामध्ये मांडायचं आहे. इवन यू कॅन ॲड MS CIT हिअर. Okay, so I'll remind you one thing that 10 minutes are remaining as the subscription has ended. Our lecture lasts for 40 minutes. Okay, but after 40 minutes, remain stuck to the link. We are going to rejoin for more 20 minutes. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here under this title, computer knowledge or skills, you have to put all your knowledge regarding computer. So here in bracket, we can get the instruction, read it, understand it, write the computer related courses you have appeared for, mention your knowledge about computer languages, programming, etc. Okay. Then the next pointer is hobbies. So we have to again take care whenever we are putting our hobbies in our resume. So don't write the hobbies like singing, dancing, or playing chess. Playing chess might be a little better as compared to singing and dancing. Okay, so write those hobbies which sound to be professional or which sound to be having some good stuff. Are you clear? Is it acceptable?
Yes, sir.
जसं की तुम्हाला इथं दिसतंय बघा, watching news. Is it a good or bad habit?
Good habit.
Good habit. Write it. No problem. Then reading newspapers. Good habit. reading technical books, traveling. Okay. So we should sound to be a good professional. That care we have to take while we are putting our hobbies. Then come to next pointer, that is major strengths. म्हणजे तुमचे आउटस्टँडिंग क्वालिटीज कोणत्या आहेत एक्सक्यूज मी, त्या तुम्हाला इथं मांडायच्या आहेत. मग इथं दिसते बघा, काय काय दिसते बघा. द फर्स्ट पॉइंटर इज एबल टू डू द असाइन्ड वर्क इंडिपेंडेंटली अँड परफेक्टली. जर असा कोणी एखादा कॅन्डिडेट असेल की जो स्वतः कोणावरही अवलंबून न राहता स्वतःचं काम करू शकतोय, नेमून दिलेलं काम करू शकतोय, whether it is acceptable, whether it is good quality or not, certainly yes. Okay, then come to the second pointer, able to communicate in grammatically correct oral and written language. बघा, या स्ट्रेंथ्स लिहिताना आपण कुठेतरी आपण कुठं आहोत, ऍक्च्युली कुठं आहोत हा पण अंदाज घेऊन लिहिलं पाहिजे. खरंच आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये आहे का, म्हणजे प्रोफिशियन्सी म्हणा किंवा सगळ्या गोष्टीमध्ये असेल तर लिहा. कारण समजा त्यातला एखाद्या आतला क्वेश्चन तुम्हाला विचारला गेला इंटरव्ह्यू मध्ये, तर आपल्याला त्याचं उत्तर देता आलं पाहिजे. नाहीतर मग आपण इकडे मांडतोय एक आणि तिकडे काहीतरी साधी गोष्ट विचारली त्यातली समजा त्या एरियामधली आणि ती आपल्याला आली नाही, उत्तर देता आलं नाही, that will be your minus point. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
मग तुम्ही ज्या स्ट्रेंथ बद्दल कॉन्फिडंट आहात ती स्ट्रेंथ तुम्ही इथे लिहिली पाहिजे आणि दुसऱ्याचं तर अजिबात कॉपी करायचं नाही. दुसरे आहेत, आपण आहोत, लक्षात घ्या. आणि आपण वी हिअर मेनी टाइम्स दॅट व्यक्ती तितक्या प्रवृत्ती किंवा प्रकृती किंवा हाताची पाची बोटे सारखी नसतात. तसंच माणसांचं पण आहे. सगळ्यांच्याच क्षमता सेम असतील असं असतं का? तसं नसतं. पण देअर कॅन बी सम कॉमन पॉइंटर्स, but we have to verify and then put. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Then come to the next point, that able to work under stressful and diverse conditions. मग इथं आपण आपल्याकडे कितपत पेशन्स आहे हे पण आपण थोडंसं तपासलं पाहिजे. की लगेच कोणी काय म्हटलं की रागावतोय, की नाही, चेक केलं पाहिजे या गोष्टी आणि मग लिहिल्या पाहिजेत. दॅट्स ऑल. देन there might be some major other strengths which you can put as per your own personality, as per your own experiences, as per your own knowledge, skills and abilities. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Then come to the last point, that is declaration. This declaration is about or is like an undertaking. Okay, की इथं तुम्ही ऍडमिट करताय, मान्य करताय की जी काही इन्फॉर्मेशन तुम्ही या रिझ्यूम मध्ये दिलेली आहे ती ऑथेंटिक आहे, विश्वसनीय आहे किंवा खरी आहे. ओके. आणि बघा खाली इथं बघा, आपण पहिल्यांदा ही लाईन बघूयात म्हणजे आपण पुढे जाऊ शकतो. I hereby declare that all the information given above is true to best of my knowledge and belief. कोणाचा तरी आवाज येतोय, प्लीज टेक केअर ऑफ युअर माईक. ओके. सुनैना ठाकरे सुनैना. ठाकरे, टेक केअर ऑफ युअर माईक, प्लीज म्यूट युअरसेल्फ. ठीक आहे. सो दिस इज द लाईन which is required. It is the part of formality again. Then here there is date, at the bottom, left side at the bottom, there is date and place. And here in the right corner, you will find the name and signature of candidate. आणि जेव्हा कधी आपण सही करतो त्याचा अर्थ असा होतो की वरचं सगळं जे आहे जे तुम्ही मांडलंय रिझ्यूम मध्ये त्या प्रत्येक गोष्टीला तुम्ही जबाबदार आहात, यू आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल. मग असं परत नाही म्हणायचं की हा चुकून लिहिलं, नकळत लिहिलं गेलं. इट शुड नॉट हॅपन. क्लिअर?
Yes, sir.
And try to put your signature in blue color, not black, or not with any another color. Do you know why? Do you know why? What the significance of that blue color is? You might not be aware at this juncture, but whenever you will enter in official area, that time you will understand the value of blue color. Blue color stands for authenticity, reliability, and truthfulness. जेव्हा कधी तुम्ही एखाद्या डॉक्युमेंटवर ब्लू स्टॅम्प पाहता, it means that it is authentic. Blue sign पाहता, it means that it is authentic. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
हा, तर या छोटे छोटे गोष्टी आहेत, लक्षात घ्या. सो लेट्स गो अहेड फॉर 4.2. Before moving towards 4.2, I'd like to ask you if you have any query regarding resume. If you have, please go ahead and ask.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay. So as you can see here, 4.2 is technical report writing. Okay. So within 1 minute, our lecture is going to be stopped because of the time limit, and we are going to resume, okay, after ending this meeting. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So let us stop here and let's resume immediately after the meeting is over.